Thank you, Ms. Caulfield. I'd like to call the meeting to order and acknowledge that we are in Treaty 1 territory, the home and traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, Innu, Cree, and Dakota peoples, and in the national homeland of the Red River Métis. Our drinking water comes from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation in Treaty 3 territory. My name is Robert Hutchings. I will be chairing the hearing today. I'm joined on the panel with Mr. Kent Seelan and Mr. Clay Purvis. Assessor representing the City of Winnipeg Assessment Department is Mr. Justin Mikulik, and our administrative personnel is Ms. Sally Caulfield. We will be hearing applications for revision of the assessment roll in accordance with the Municipal Assessment Act. The matters for which revision is requested have been described in each application, and we will limit discussion to those matters. The statements that are made at this hearing are sworn testimony, and anyone speaking to the matters must be sworn in. Be advised that comparisons of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the Board of Revision. The Board of Revision is appointed annually by Council and is independent of it and the City Administration. It makes its decisions on the basis of the evidence provided at this hearing and issues a written order that will be mailed to all parties as soon as possible. Please note that the board's decisions with respect to an application may be appealed to the Manitoba Municipal Board if the matter pertains to assessed value or classification, or to the Court of King's Bench if the matter pertains to the application of exemptions from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included with the board's order. With respect to the hearing process, I will confirm the points of appeal with your property to be addressed with each applicant following their swearing in. We will then have the assessor's testimony followed by questioning by the applicant and the panel, and then the applicant's testimony followed by questioning by the assessor and the panel. Each side will have an opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all the evidence about an application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave. The process will repeat for each item on the docket today. The session will close after all the applications have been heard, and the board will deliberate in private and make its decisions based on the evidence presented here today. You will receive the board's decision by registered mail as soon as possible. As information, all hearings are live streamed, recorded, and will be part of the public record. We will be hearing item number 6 on our docket today. Ms. Caulfield, please affirm the assessor and the applicant's testimony.
Mr. Assessor, please state your full name.
Justin Mikulik.
Do you affirm that the evidence you are about to give at this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Mr. Applicant, please state your full name.
No.
Mr. DuPont?
Has been dropped.
I still see him here.
I do not, and I do not hear him.
There he is. Hello, Mr. DuPont, please state your full name.
You are on mute, Mr. DuPont. Oh.
Mr. DuPont? Oh, we're losing him again. And we were doing so well. Did you want to break for a moment while we try to figure this out, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please, Mr. Caulfield. We shall recess for this technical issue. Thank you, Ms. Caulfield. I'll now call the hearing back to order. Welcome to both parties. Can the assessor please proceed to item number 6, file number 24-1414.
Mr. Chair, you
Excuse
have to
me,
swear, Mr. Dupont.
Mr. Chair, I need to affirm the applicant.
Oh, you hadn't done, okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, no, that's all right. Mr. Dupont, please state your full name.
Henry Dupont.
Do you affirm that the evidence you are about to give at this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Caulfield. We're going to start with item number 6, file number 24-1414. Roll number 0500-712-4000. Address is 458 Mandalay Drive, and we're dealing with a 2025 Realty Assessment Appeal. Mr. Mikulik, can you please proceed with 458 Mandalay Drive?
Okay. So yeah, the assessed value originally was 11,093,000. I have a recommendation that I'm going to revise. I know there was an initial one on my brief, but the recommendation now would be changed to 9,970,000.
To the assessor, can you please go through the property?
Okay, yeah, no,
details on
for
that?
sure. I wasn't sure.
Yes, please.
Okay, so we have 8 buildings. There's some townhouses on it and an apartment complex on the same property. We have the actual year built is 1986 with 73 suites. And yeah, we would be, that's just kind of the overview of the building. It's located in the Maples neighborhood. Just south of Jefferson, between Jefferson and Adsum on Mandalay Drive.
Okay.
And so the new revised recommendation would be 9,970,000.
Okay, please detail. Do you have a worksheet with those revised numbers?
Yeah, so really what it would be if you go to page 13, it would be using the model effective gross income of 1,073,214, and then the expenses I actually we would adjust them to 524,879 and get an NOI of 548,335. And then also after looking at the property more in depth, we'd be looking at a 5.5% cap rate to get that value of 9,970,000.
Can you please repeat that revised assessment?
9,970,000.
Okay, so we might as well do this now. So you've revised the rental rate, is that right?
No, model rate staying the same. It was the expenses that got adjusted, and the NOI would adjust with that to 548,335.
Okay. And the revised value is 9,970,000.
That's correct.
That's your recommendation, okay? Mr. Dupont, any comments?
No, I would accept that. Naturally, I have to get approval from the client, but it's an accepted at the hearing.
Okay. Mr. Purvis, any questions of the assessor's recommendation?
I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Seelan?
Yes, just one question. What was the expense rate that you used in percentage?
I didn't. I'll just have to do the math for you here. Fine. I mean, it works out to 48.91.
Perfect. Thank you. That's all my questions, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Seelan. And I have no questions. Mr. Dupont, if you would go to your brief, please, and give us a quick summary to enter your brief for evidence. Also, I believe you would have a cap rate to enter. Is that right?
No, I don't want to. Well, I filed a cap rate
Okay,
study. So I file a cap rate study and I file a report. And then we had negotiations with the assessor and we now agreed to their revised value. Revised recommendation, yeah.
okay. Mr. Seelan, any questions of Mr. Dupont?
No questions, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Purvis?
No questions, thank you.
Thank you. Just to confirm, Mr. Dupont, you're agreeing, not necessarily agreeing with the individual components, but agreeing with the total valuation in the revision?
Yeah, that's correct. We agree to the value.
Okay.
Well, I agree. And we haven't passed it by the client yet, but I'll be recommending to the client, yes.
Okay, thank you. Any requirement or summary by the assessor?
Nope, we are good on our end.
Mr. Dupont?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you. That concludes item number 6, 458 Mandalay Drive. We have heard all the items scheduled on the docket today, and this hearing is now adjourned. Thank you to both parties for appearing. You'll hear from us as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You.